Today we will be talking about first line kit and what I use like most of the time when I'm doing airsoft or stuff like that. This is my battle belt. It's a shooter's belt. It's got its inner and outer belt system. So look over here. That first layer goes on like your belt loops, and then the second layer you just Velcro over it. And on this, I just have really everything that I need for my belt in an airsoft game. So starting up here, going around to the back over here, I've got carabiner with tape, because I always need tape, and a Strike Industries little thing that I got. Next coming up, I have a Safariland holster with a leg strap, because the leg strap just keeps it on your body, and it's got that grippy stuff on it. It's a Safariland holster. It locks it so it doesn't come out unless you pull it down. And in there, I'm running Glock 17 Gen 4. I would have gotten the Gen 5, but it's just nothing that I really need. And I've got a Trijicon armor on there and a rechargeable flashlight. That's pretty bright. And I'm just running some extended Terran tactical base plates with like a fiber optic front sight and a threaded barrel. So here's what the dot looks like. So it doesn't look that foggy in real life, but camera picks up stuff differently. So and the holster fits the flashlight and everything, and it locks in there pretty well. Next, this is on a low ride mount too, so it doesn't interfere with my plate carrier. Next, I have my magazine pouch over here, which I can use when I'm wearing this around my body. The pistol doesn't interfere with it, but I can use this pouch can hold my grenades. This pouch can hold water bottles. Right now, I just have a mag in there because I'm not really doing much airsoft stuff because it's summer. And I've got scissors in here for the tape or for anything I need scissors for. Then I've also got a tourniquet that's properly staged from Rhino Rescue. Next, I've just got like an LBX medical kit. I've got it staged. You just rip down this. Pretty basic. I've got like a insert in there for stuff. Then coming around over here, I have a 511 dump pouch, which can actually fold up. Plus, it locks. I mean, I've had this for like 4 years, and it's just done. Like, it's just been super good for me overall. And I mean, like, yeah, it holds everything you need to. Here's like a mag in comparison to it. Like, toss mags in there, water bottles. That's where I usually put my phone and stuff. And then coming around to this is where this is like my belt area. This is my mags. So this is where I just keep my mags. I keep 2 of these extended Terran tactical mags because they're cheap-ish. They're cheaper than the Glock mags, but definitely still a little bit expensive. But you drop them on something, they've got this metal base plate so it doesn't crack. Okay, let me get a Glock mag real quick. Here's a normal Glock mag. So these Glock mags, you can fill them up easier, and they're a little bit more durable. I've had this one for a long time. But these plastic base plates will, if you drop them on concrete or something, they'll just snap open. Plus, when you're doing reloads, it's way easier to get a grip on this when it's sticking out of the gun than the other mags, because, like, you see that sticks out more, so you can do faster reloads, get out of pouches. It's just got more dexterity with it than those other ones. So I just switched because they're cheaper. If I drop them, they won't break as much, and if I do, they're cheaper and easier to replace. Plus, they actually do hold a lot of gas, and they work perfectly fine in here. So, and then let me just open up the side on here. So, I mean, it works fine. This is a TTI mag in there. It's my first TTI mag. This came with another Glock 34 TTI or whatever that was. So, that's really that. And this is a forgot the name. I think it was, I don't know, but I'm going to probably get the canted pouches because these when I'm wearing it, it just digs in. Plus, it's like really just under my plate carrier, so it's harder to get to than this. Then I'm also running right next to it a 511 carabiner, a glove carabiner that's connected to my molly, and I'm running these Impact gloves. Impacts are like the best because they're a little bit cheaper. They're a good price for gloves, and they're great quality. Now these ones, I only have the right one because I lost the other one miraculously. But I've just got this one right here, and this is the 0.5 Impact. So I would have gotten it in tan, but they only have it in black, and they're actually really expensive. They're like $50 for a pack of 2. But what I like is that it keeps you like, since it's really hot here, it's really thin, so it doesn't hold in the heat as much. Plus, it's like really good for just working on everything. Like, you don't even have to use them for airsoft. And if you do for airsoft, you got that dexterity. So you got that dexterity of your hand, and like you have the dexterity of like fingerless, like the Impact, like 3 fingerless gloves, like these 3 fingers are gone. You have that dexterity, but your fingers are covered, so you can't. So you get extra protection on this one, and they're just covered. And this one comes with a microfiber wipe that you can use on stuff. And then that's really it. Right here, this is just a high cap bag that I just have in here because it looks better. But I do run the Aries AMAG or whatever, and they do work pretty well. But they just have been breaking on me suddenly. So yeah, that's kind of my first line gear. I mean, this works perfect for me, but you gotta find what's right for you. This is a little bit heavy for other people. This is not enough for some people. This isn't good enough quality. This doesn't it depends on your mission set, and mine is just like milsim. This is what I carry around with me kind of everywhere I go. Not really, but everywhere I go airsoft wise, this is what I would have on. So it's got a med kit, because you would not believe how many people get injured on the fields. Like, guy stepped on a nail the other day and just went straight through his foot. And then guy got shot in the forehead, and it was like really bleeding. Like, those are 2 different fields, but so like, you just like have stuff for that. And tourniquets may not be necessary, but you can still use them. Like, not like you need them, but if something happens, just make sure you buy quality stuff so you can actually use it. Unless you have like a good reason for it. And yeah, here's the AMAGs that I'm running. These, and then I'm running 300 blackout stickers on them, or little things on them, because just so people know they're my mags. And I'm running 2 on my baseline, because I could run an extra one behind this one, and I actually did for a little bit, but I don't use that much. So this is what I carry on with me all the time. This holster is good because people can't really steal your gun. So let me just, so I'm gonna just take this off, because this is also on a Safariland QD mount. So this, I like this holster a lot because it's not tier 3. It's just a really good holster. So, you can put if you put this fork, you could buy this fork from Safariland, or you can get it off of Amazon, this fork. You can really just like put it on really any holster. So let's say I have this gun, and this gun doesn't necessarily fit in that holster, and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to have another holster for this, and I'm like, oh, I can't use on my low mount, and it won't be fast, so I'll have to make another belt. No, you just literally take your QD mount and you just put another one. You don't have to put this necessarily on there. You just put another one on there, and you can just swap them fast before you go to the field if you want to use different secondary, or if your secondary broke. I just, really like this holster. It's really held up, but if you get the knockoff one, it does not work too well. It just makes your gun get locked or stuck in there, and then it just you can't get it out. So you usually have to mod your holster and like crack it open, and like do some random stuff to it just to get it work. I had a friend, and I don't know what he did to his, but his works perfectly now. And this is just, yeah, it's a 6.534 DO holster. I don't know. I mean, it's nice. It's covered in Cordura. The other ones are like shiny, and like you'd have to cover it yourself in this like material. But most people, you know, you could look at Grand Thumb's channel or really anything. This is the holster that he uses, and he says he likes it because it's got this wrap, which is, it doesn't reflect IR stuff, so, plus it doesn't reflect or it doesn't shine too much, and it helps camouflage. And then if you spray paint this, it'd just be more camouflage. And you can get it in multicam, like most of the stuff on here. So, I mean, I really like this holster, and it works, and I've been looking at holsters for Glocks. And the Glocks, actually, they have a problem, I would say. I mean, this one, I finally figured out how to fix it. But so what happens a lot is the nozzle springs will like go out really a lot, like just way too much. They'll just go out, and you'll be like, huh, what happened to my nozzle spring? And it won't really work too well. So nozzle will look weird. If you take it apart, the way I put a red dot on here, this because there's no MOS Glocks, had to get an MOS Strategicon plate. But if you unscrew that screw right there after taking off the slide, it'll reveal that nozzle, and you can really look at it and then see if the spring was dislodged from it, or yeah, because a lot of stuff happens with that. But make sure you get the Gen 5. The Gen 5's out. It's $10 more. It's got a flared magwell, ambidextrous, better iron sights. I don't know if they fixed the nozzle problem yet, but it's the only bad thing about Glocks is the nozzle spring, and it breaks a lot, so you gotta buy them, and I don't know where you get the nozzle springs, so you guys could help with that. But yeah, I mean, this is my belt setup. If you want me to go over anything else, you can. I mean, I don't really know. This is an Amazon one. This is really high quality. I think it's from Kydex or something. This is Safariland. This is, I think this is just Condor. I just got it because I need the pouch. This is LBX 511 S-Tac. Yeah, S-Tac Kiwi pouches, and Mechanics impact gloves, best for airsoft. You could get different gloves, but I just rate them as the best. And yeah, I got these are my shooting glasses. I run glasses with fans because these ones fog too much, way too much. But these are the Evike Aegis or whatever, but I don't really run them because of that, so I run other stuff. And that's really my belt setup. Okay, let me just go over. That's my belt setup. So, bye. Make sure you subscribe.